Night 271 would have been a good night to make some excuses if I still had lived like I used to, because I spent about 12 hours a day driving across the country, and it would have been easy to be like, well, it's almost midnight. I'm just going to pack it in and not dive into the Word, but burn the ships, keep going. Against all odds, we're going to get into the Word and absorb something today. And anytime you travel across the country, if you're on a trip or on business, whatever you're doing, you're going to interact with a lot of people. And I was thinking about, when you're interacting with a lot of people, there's a lot of times where you might not want to show love, especially if people are rude or not treating you well or cutting you off in traffic, etc. I always say, hey, we're messy people in a messy world. And some scripture that I guess is somewhat topical when it comes to difficult people in a difficult world is Luke chapter 6. We're going to read starting in verse 27, and I'm going to just read a bunch of verses today. We'll read through at least through verse 42. So starting in Luke 6, chapter 6, verse 27, it says, "But to you who are listening, I say, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those who mistreat you. If someone slaps you on one cheek, turn to them the other. If someone takes your coat, do not withhold your shirt from them. Give to everyone who asks you, and if anyone takes what belongs to you, do not demand it back. Do to others as you would have them do to you. If you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who are good to you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners do that. And if you lend to those from you who you expect repayment, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners, expecting to be repaid in full. But love your enemies, do good to them, and lend to them without expecting to get anything back. Then your reward will be great, and you will be children of the Most High, because He is kind to the ungrateful and wicked. Be merciful just as your Father is merciful. Do not judge, and you will not be judged. Do not condemn, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured to you." He also told them this parable. "Can the blind lead the blind? Will they not both fall into a pit? The student is not above the teacher, but everyone who is fully trained will be like their teacher. Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? How can you say to your brother, 'Brother, let me take the speck out of your eye,' when you yourself fail to see the plank in your own eye? You hypocrite, first take the plank out of your eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye." Again, in closing, we are messy people in a messy world, and I always try to remind myself to look inward first before I look out to anyone else with eyes of judgment or eyes of pride, or to shoo someone back into, because again, at the end of the day, people don't care what you know until they know that you care.